Ndinoda kuti nyika isiwe vanhu vangu inguva yedu hatingatadzi kubudirira Mwari ari parutivi pedu rambai muchirwa
My hitters don't die, the real hitters gon' shine and my people gon' rise, cause we're born to win, yeah. I ain't saying
how the hell do I not have a deal? I swear this thing is a real dog. I play it fan off, the cowards that they can't feel. The wife try to console me like it's coming, baby, chill. She don't understand, I'm the only one that's real. I remember the third grade, them kids, they had waves. I had them BDBs, you know that Zimbabwean bread. So they do shades and your boy hit the stage, press play and all the chicks was like, yeah. While boys was moving bricks, I was moving chips, yeah. If she gave me calculus, gave her a mouthful of it. Heat rose to this thing, boy, I bet on myself.
Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome to the Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday, and I'm so great to be with y'all on this thorough Thursday is what we're deeming this one, because y'all get to spend some quality time with me as I share some announcements that are coming up. I want to make sure y'all get all the details. And we have two amazing clothing spots that we need to be checking out right here in the Pacific Northwest. So we're going to learn all about those later on in the show. But of course, y'all, it's the top of the show. So it's a great time to tag and share the stream. That's right. Participate with us. Help our audience grow by tagging and sharing this stream right here with folks you feel could benefit from a daily dose of dopeness right here on The Day with Trae. And don't worry, if you cannot watch us, we do have you covered because we're a TV show and a podcast. So just search Converge Media Network and The Day with Trae on your favorite podcast platform. I'm on Google, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, Apple Music. Oh my goodness, over 200 plus platforms. So search your favorite one. Y'all will find us there. Just Converge Media and The Day with Trae, y'all will be able to listen on your way to work. Maybe you're going to lunch a little bit early at the 11 o'clock hour, but tune in there as well. Shout out to our entire podcast team for making that happen and making sure our audio sounds crisp. I know there's work that gets put into that, so we appreciate y'all for doing that. And I want to thank all of you for tagging and sharing this stream and reposting it, sharing it with friends, sending it in messages. Now there are so many different social media platforms, and we work really hard to be able to be on all of them. So thank you so much to the Converge team. There's a lot of work that goes on here to ensure that we are on all of these platforms. So I just want to thank everyone for helping our audience grow and making sure folks understand some of the great work coming out of the Black Media Matters studios right here on The Day with Trae as we continuously work to create impact media. Well, I'm telling y'all, there's some great announcements coming up. I'm so excited. One of the announcements that I have is that I will be interviewing a legend, one of the most prolific teachers and educators and real examples of some of the ancient teachings with meditation and breathing and techniques that were known in ancient Kemet. Ra'un Nefer Amen the First. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Monday on your Memorial Day, he will be joining me to talk about this amazing course that he has released to the public, Ma'at, the 11 Laws, Your Guide to Health, Wealth, and Success. And I am elated because this is someone who has been doing this work for 50 years, y'all, and dedicated his life to ensuring that these techniques and these practices come out for all of us to really be able to guide our lives in ways that are meaningful. And y'all have heard me talk about some of the things that I do personally that have been so transformative for me and really life-changing. And I gotta say, kudos to Ra'un Nefer Amen the First. So much of this is because he spent the time writing this information down in books and guiding folks to these meditative practices that allow for you to really deepen your understanding of how powerful our brains are and the ways to unlock our prefrontal cortex. That's right. Y'all have heard us talk about the four brains before, for those of you who are day ones on The Day with Trae. But he has really ushered in this understanding. And so I'm telling you, I'm dedicating an entire episode to Raul Nefer the first, getting the full Black Star treatment, because honestly, y'all, this is what we need, particularly when we see so much going on in our lives that seems like chaos. How do we center ourselves? How do we ensure that we stay firm in us being peaceful in the midst of all challenges? Where there is work that we all can do to get there. And Raul Nefer Amen the first and his team have pulled together an amazing guided course on meditation and breathing that will really give you the practical tools that you can use to change your lives for the better. So I'm excited that he'll be joining me, and you all will be hearing about this tomorrow as well, because we really want folks to understand this is an amazing episode to tune into. So because it is Memorial Day, you know, you can start your day on with the Day with Trae, and then later you can hit up a Jackson Street. We will be there once again this Memorial Day, celebrating Black Wall Street, y'all. That's right. We'll be there again with vendors lining the streets. If any of you have participated and come and been a patron at these events in the past few years, you know that it is a whole vibe. And I'm so grateful to the team for putting this together once again. There is so much work that goes into these events, and yet we will be there once again May 29th. So after you watch my show with Raul Nefer the first, you get to then get out here in these streets. If you are in the Seattle greater metro area, get out here, join us on Jackson Street. It is going to be family friendly, fun filled, and just a time to connect with one another and some of the amazing vendors and their products and services. Let's get those dollars circulating in our community, y'all, the way that all of the towns that were representative of the characteristics of Black Wall Streets all over the country, let's bring it back. And every year we love to be able to have this opportunity for folks to not only understand some of the history of Black Wall Street, but also the resurgence of the energy around us supporting Black businesses right here in our hometown. So I'm excited to be out there. Y'all know I'll be rocking with all of y'all. So come and join me on Monday, May 29th as well. Well, I'm going to end with this one. Y'all know we lost our dear young brother, Elijah L. Lewis, in April 1st to gun violence. And Elijah was dedicating himself to eradicating gun violence in our communities with the work he was doing in multiple sectors, but also the covenant work. And there has been a team of folks pulling together a celebration of life the way that Elijah would want it. So on June 1st, y'all, that's a week from today, we will be at WAMU Theater, or as it's known, Lumen Event Center. We'll be right there 6 to 9 p.m. rocking it out for our guy, Elijah L. Lewis. You know, he always told me, look, man, celebrate me. If I go out, Trae, celebrate the way that we do. So we're going to have amazing speakers, because we always want to infuse it with some, you know, education and entertainment, bringing you edutainment at these kinds of celebrations. So we're going to be celebrating his life. His family will be in the building. I'm so excited. We'll have some great speakers and performers. And really, it is a time to celebrate. I want to just say here that that is something that we can do as a community. You know, yes, I understand having our somber moments as we deal with the change of energy and the way that it kind of hits us emotionally. But just know that when we exalt the life of those who have been passed on, however they go, when we celebrate their lives, it reminds us of what we can be doing now that we are still here. What can we be doing to really elevate the legacy, to really carry it forward? I'm so grateful to his mom, Miss Janine. She has been phenomenal connecting with community members and really being dedicated to a lot of the work that her son was putting forward. And shout out to his entire family for bringing us Elijah, for us to be able to call him my brother. So again, we'll be out there, y'all, at Lumen Field Event Center, also known as WAMU Theater, on June first. I want to also give a huge shout out to the sponsors we have, because the Seahawks have been incredible in this entire process. It has been amazing that they said, we want to do something special for Elijah. So shout out to the entire Lumen Field team, the staff over there who has really allowed for us to do this at a cost that we can drum up because as you can imagine, that is a tremendous space. And we were excited that they said they wanted to do something and partnered with us to make this happen. So shout out to everybody who's been pulling that together. Make sure y'all come down there. There is an RSVP link. Y'all will see it coming through on your social media. We want to just try to understand the numbers that we're going to be dealing with so we can be prepared and plan properly for all of y'all to come and celebrate Elijah with us. Well, after this short break, y'all, as promised, I'll be sharing some great stores that we can go and celebrate their brilliance by being a patron and buying some dope clothes. Stay tuned after this short break, y'all. You're watching The Day with Trae.
COVID-19 hurt my income, my health, and my family. We were about to lose our home when we heard we might be eligible for homeowner assistance funds from the government. We called 1-877-894-HOME, and a housing counselor stepped in. They talked to our lender and saved our home. Because falling on hard times does not have to mean losing your home. Federal funding details at washingtonhaf.org.
Grand Rising. Welcome back, everyone, to The Day with Trae. I am excited because we have been pounding the pavement. Shout out to our Converge production teams for being out here to really capture some amazing spaces that we can go and support and participate, again, in their brilliance, but also in the building up of these amazing businesses. We're going to show you one right now called Yeah That Clothing. Check it out.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rel Teal. Welcome to the Yeah That Clothing Store. We sell pretty much everything from joggers, jogger sets, hoodies, jackets, jerseys, socks, masks, you name it. I mean, we got it all. And we got more coming too. Like, we still growing. Being next door to like PacSuns and Tilly's is really kind of helping, us really elevate and see what the malls and the real mall life is about. So it's kind of helping me be able to like, get a vision of that real mall life. So it's been a good experience so far. I've been into fashion like pretty much growing up, so it was kind of like real easy for me to really get into the fashion part, coming off the music. So that was kind of like real easy for me to get into that growing up, liking, being able to dress. So it was like a no-brainer for me to like turn it, into a clothing line. It wasn't like really planned, but it was kind of like something that actually just went hand in hand with the music, and it just happened. We've been in the Vancouver Mall for now like 5-6 months. We had a store in Portland that we did for 2 years. It was cool, it was successful, but relying on, your Facebook friends and, social media only gonna get you so far on your push. So us coming to the mall was pretty much a big elevation for us to like showcase our brand and let everybody know that, there is a brand out here that's, in this world that's, trying to, elevate and get big, you know what I mean? I've been getting a lot of support from the town lately. It's people that, never really, bought my brand before, kind of seeing like the changes we made and what we own now and the positive things we doing. And, I just love the town. It's just, Portland, PDX 503 is the city of roses. We is here to inspire and try to motivate people. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, you know, things look good, is we do have a message and a story behind this brand too as well. They walk in, you know, they be surprised to see all these nice colors, and they walk out pretty much happy. So as long as, you know, they happy, I'm happy, and I appreciate all the support and everybody that been coming through, giving us a chance, checking us out, seeing what, you know, that the brand is really about, and, you know, just talking to me about the brand, asking me questions. And, you know, it's kind of, you know, good that I, you know, able to educate a lot of new people on the brand, because a lot of people don't even know about it, never heard about it, or if they have heard about it, you know, I just give them a little bit more history about it. So it's been a good journey. It's been pretty good. And you can reach me online at www.yethatclothing.com. We're located 8700 Northeast Vancouver Mall Drive, Vancouver, Washington. Just a couple extras right in Portland, you know, kind of the same thing, but it is in Washington, Vancouver, but it is connected, so it's still the town. Checking in at That Clothing. If you're in the area, give us a visit at 8700 Northeast Vancouver Mall Drive, Vancouver, Washington. See you guys soon. Appreciate it.
There it is, y'all. That Clothing. Shout out to, you know, the vision. I mean, this is for me always, you know, just like guests who come on here, I get so inspired because it takes a lot for folks to have a vision and then go after it. So shout out to him, his entire team, for saying, you know what? This vision, we're going to push it forward. We have one store, we're going to have this new location in the mall, and mall traffic does bring more awareness. So, hey, if you're find yourself taking a road trip, if you're here kind of in the Seattle, Washington area, and you want to get up there to Vancouver, hey, check out That Clothing in that mall there. Also, you know, look at the products online. You know, many of our retailers understand the value of being searchable and reachable in this global world that we live in, right? I mean, so the online shopping took on a whole new level and, you know, decades ago, it feels like. And now it's just become a way of life for us. So if you're not traveling, you can still check him out on his website there, and make sure we start to support businesses that maybe you just want a hoodie, maybe you need some joggers. Instead of going to some of the bigger brands who have billions of dollars, let's start really being intentional with how we spend our dollars so that we can build up brands ourselves. You know, there's power in the dollar. And when we spend it intentionally, we begin to actually see the benefits of that power collectively. So I encourage y'all to go ahead and check out That Clothing. Also, there's another shop that we get to talk about today, and y'all may have seen some of these clips on our social, but I wanted to show them here because it's so powerful for us to be able to uplift these amazing stories and amazing businesses. Check out Black Mannequin, y'all.
Hey, what's up? It's Brian, and this is Black Mannequin, my retail store. Black Mannequin is pretty much streetwear / women's fashion. So, you know, sweatsuits, trucker hats, we even got velour tracksuits for girls, puffer jackets, bodysuits, tees, hats, backpacks, shoulder bags. We even sell personal Bluetooth speakers. So a little bit of everything, you know what I mean? We just expanding the hustle, but yeah, a little bit of everything. What makes my business unique is, you know, I created this out of a name that my friends started calling me and turned it into hundreds of thousands of dollars. And we working on millions. So to come from, this started with an IG name. I don't know if it was a joke or not, but it kind of was. And, you know, people gravitated to it, so I turned it into a business, you know what I'm saying? That's what makes it unique, and it's all me. It's like, it's me, you know? I make clothing for people with my taste, my style, my attitude. Black Mannequin, basically my friends started calling me that, you know, started on IG, and it's just, you know, person at the top of their class in style or fashion. I created a definition. When you go into high-end stores, Gucci, Burberry, Louis Vuitton, people don't notice, but the mannequins are black. And not only are they black, but they have on what's the most expensive or what's the newest. So basically, if you're a black mannequin, you're the flyest wherever you're at. What I like best about Portland is Portland is a place where, you know, there's a lot of different nationalities. If you grow up here, you learn how to be around a lot of different people, you know what I mean? Like, I got friends that live in different places, but when you grow up here, I feel like you can adapt. It's easier to adapt in different places, you know what I mean? Because you grew up around a lot of different nationalities and different people. So that's what I think is a good thing about being in Portland. What I want people to know about me first off is that, I'm a hustler, man, and I want to show people that, you can get whatever you want with hard work, and I want to show them like the value of hard work, the hustle, that's why I always make sure that I show you what I'm doing in my events, because, you got to stay consistent, you got to stay hustling. So what I want people to know about me is, I'm a hustler and I believe in my brand 100%, just like you need to if you want to succeed. And I'm gonna push it to the limit. And I think that any entrepreneur that knows me or watches me, if I don't motivate them, then they could possibly learn something. Black Mannequin is a brand to where, like, when you have that on in the streets, especially in Portland, you're recognizable. People see that, they're like, oh, you got the Black Mannequin? Oh, okay, yeah. So I feel like, just like when I grew up, the clothes that I wore, I wanted as a status symbol, the polos, the whatever, Like when you have that on, the respect that you get, I feel like Black Mannequin is bringing the same thing. When people see that, it's almost like it's a certain status people put you on. Like, oh, you got on the mannequin? Okay, so that means you cool. Off top. Yo, this is B-Wall with Black Mannequin. If you're in the area, stop by 2706 Northeast Sandy Boulevard and get your drip up.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, Brian. Gotta love that. Come get your drip up. One of the things that I will say is that sometimes when you think about the hustler mentality, I want folks to understand that it goes across the spectrum. When he was talking about that, I was resonating with it, because almost for anything you want in this life, you gotta be willing to hustle for it. That means putting your full self into it, dedicating yourself to the path that you have set before yourself and the path that maybe was set for you, if that's really what you want to do. And the great thing for me to hear this is that there's so much intentionality there to build that brand up, to be a luxury brand, to be a well-known brand in the Portland area. Now again, here we go. Portland is a sister city of ours. If you're taking that road trip, get up there to Black Mannequin. Go check him out on Sandy Ave. I'll say this too, that I love hearing the history. Oftentimes we go and we connect with brands, but when you really start listening to business owners and being relational in your approach to spending dollars, it is more than just, oh, I love the look of that piece of clothing, or, oh, that's the kind of color I was looking for to add to my wardrobe. Those kind of more practical decisions. But now you have some relational basis to build from. So you can say, wow, okay, he and his friends started this kind of fun thing, calling him Black Mannequin. It took off on social media. You have more that you get to utilize in your decision to spend your dollars wisely. And for me, I'm always using opportunities to be more relational, because that connectivity of all of us together is something that is powerful and motivating and inspiring. I'm loving it. So make sure y'all check out that Clothing in Vancouver. Check out Black Mannequin up there in Portland. Let's support these amazing businesses, because they have put it on the line for all of us out here to say, look, we need y'all to support us. He talked about being at the hundreds of thousands of dollars level, wanting to get to that million. That means it's going to take all of us to really pour into these brands that are local. And as a note, y'all, if you're not in the Pacific Northwest area, that's okay too. Find the businesses that are around you and begin to build relationship with those business owners, because then when you go in there and constantly support them, you're not only just being an amazing person by circulating your dollars locally, you're also building relationships with folks around you. And when we're all more relational, we learn, we grow. Right after this short break, I get to wrap it all up. Y'all stay tuned. You're watching The Day with Trae.
COVID-19 hurt my income, my health, and my family. We were about to lose our home when we heard we might be eligible for homeowner assistance funds from the government. We called 1-877-894-HOME, and a housing counselor stepped in. They talked to our lender and saved our home. Because falling on hard times does not have to mean losing your home. Federal funding details at washingtonhaf.org.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Day with Trae. I am your host, Trae Holiday. I want to thank you so much for being on this journey with me today, and spending some time with me is so rare. Y'all know sometimes we got 3 guests and it is back to back packed up in here, but it was great to just settle in on this thorough Thursday and give you some information that you can use in terms of some businesses to support and the upcoming announcements for me. I'm so excited again to have Ra'un Ephraim the first joining me on Monday, May 29th. Make sure y'all tune in. If you're going to take the day off and just chill because you got that holiday, that's all right. Just join me so y'all can learn about this amazing meditation course. And of course, next Thursday, y'all, join us down at WAMU Theater to celebrate Elijah L. Lewis's life and legacy as we continue so much of the mission and vision that he had for himself. What an amazing story all around as a young entrepreneur, 23 years old, had like 5 businesses, doing so much more than people that are double his age. We want to make sure we celebrate all that he brought to the community. Well, thank y'all for tuning in with me today. It's been a pleasure. And of course, be inspired. Y'all know every day I am inspired by the stories that we either share or the stories that our guests share with us. So we have 2 great examples today with Yeah Dat Clothing and also Black Mannequin. Let's be inspired to find our way to see ourselves as a part of the solution. Until tomorrow at 11 a.m., y'all. Peace. Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents. Support Converge Media today via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at Converge Media.